Whoops, hang on guys, I don't know why you disappeared there. Keep saying it, it's going out, and I've got it on 4G, so I don't know why it's doing that. I might have to move a bit. Right, okay, so it's a shame it's breaking up like that. Anyway, I would carry on as normal, but I don't know if you're there or not, so it's a bit difficult. Okay, so we went to the bonsai show on Sunday. I gotta say to Jay, he likes to call Jay. I went and seen his forest in the show, and it was fantastic. I reckon it's one of the best in there. It was brilliant. I liked it. I even took a picture of it because it's now in a nice place, and I like the way he done the rocks in there as well. Really good, and he spaced out those trees really nicely and pruned them. So well done, Jay. It looked really good. I bet you're real proud about that. He spent a load on bonsais there. The first time I met him, we had a little chat. I couldn't stay long because we had to go. Was going to Western Supermare for the family for Father's Day. We had a great time there. So it's a shame I couldn't stay longer, but I did manage to buy a couple of trees, which I wasn't planning to, but I did. So I'm going to show you what I bought. So I bought this larch. Now, I've always wanted a tree that's down like that. It's already started. I have done some pruning on it because there's a lot of dead in here. So I took the dead out and cut back one of the branches. So I was quite pleased with that. That was a reasonable price. So I was happy with that one. Then something I was a bit unsure about buying. This privet edge or privet bonsai. Fantastic. I seen it. I liked it. Price is good on it. All good, but you know when you buy something, you go away and you think, what have I just gone and done? Well, that's how I felt when I bought this one. I don't have much room, so what I do buy, I got to make sure it's what I want, not a maybe, and this was kind of a maybe. I'm pleased with it, but it's you know, one of those things when you walk away, you haven't really got the money for it, but you will go and do it, don't you? And yeah, I've done it, and we'll see. I had a big plan for it in my head when I bought it. I'm going to see. I'm going to try to do it, and if I do, you'll see what it looks like next year. Okay, so see how that turns out. Okay, so that's what I've done with the bonsai show. What I bought. It's great to go and see the nice trees and that out there, and yeah, we all really enjoyed it, especially me, Jay, my son-in-law, and my wife enjoys it. So yeah, we had a good time. I just got to give a few shout outs because lately I shared up on my Facebook page about Kate who runs a travel agent, and she come here and she put a nice piece up on our website about visiting my garden, which I was really pleased with. And she arranges holidays for all over the world. So if you ever want a holiday, go on my website, scroll down, you'll see her. I got a link to her website. It's Portrait Travel, and you can go through her to book an holiday. So thanks, Kate, for the good review. That was brilliant. Thank you. And so if you want to travel, maybe go and contact her. Okay, the other thing was I had this lady turn up last year, Sarah. Now, I've never met her before then, and I know she got a group and stuff like that, but she builds ponds, and she come here and she was very informative on how to what I could do here with new filters, because my filters are about 20 years old. One of them's about 20 years old, and I want to replace it. So the ideal is with one of the drum ones, but they're so expensive. So Sue said she's coming back again this year to visit my garden, and I said, well, if you're passing, I could do with a quote, which we can't do when I open the garden because I don't get a chance to. So I would like a quote so I know what sort of money I'm looking at to get a filter, a drum filter, in the years to come, probably, because they're so expensive. But we had a nice chat. She came around yesterday, I think it was, yesterday afternoon, and we had a good chat. We looked at everything, told her all my thoughts or what I wanted. She put her spin on it all and what would have to be done. So hopefully together we're going to build this new filter system. Don't know when though. See what the quote comes in like, and if I can afford it, then I get it done. If I can't, then you'll have to wait until I can. But if we do, we'll do some videos on that as well. Might help some of you. So yeah, thanks Sarah. And if Sarah got a website, that's on my website now as well, a link. So if you want any koi products, I think she does dry products, not sell koi or anything, and she builds ponds as well. And so ideal person really. So if you're interested, she's really good, contact her. You could go on her website. Her company is called where is it? Where I come for Mori Koi. So Mori Koi. I'll put a link on this when I finish this. I'll put a link to her website on there. Okay, so right, we're going to get on with this now. Enough of my chatting. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, people want to know how to create a natural looking pond in a garden. Now, this is the only way I can explain it. Okay, so excuse my drawing, it's not brilliant, but I'll try my best. Okay, so what people would normally do, they would go along this shape of the pond, okay? Something like that. You're looking down the pond on the side view of the pond, so the water's going across here, okay? And then you'll put a rock on your cover at the end of the line rack, so that's going to be the liner going across, and you're putting a rock on there. And then what happens is you see the liner, so it don't look natural. It stands out a mile, and you don't like it. I'll explain something about my pond. I've done on my pond a while back, and I was gutted about it really, but it was a decision I had to make at the time. Okay, so that's what a lot of people do, and then they find out they got this liner here, and if you take the water up to there, the water's going to spill over the side and disappear. So then it goes down and you see the liner. Okay, so this is how I've done my ponds. Okay, so what you do, you go a step like that, and down, along, then up the other side, like that. Okay, so then what you do, you put a rock in here. Okay, I won't put one over that side at the moment. And then you fill the water, as you can see, and then you put another rock here, and the liner's gone. Okay, and then you put your water level up here. So that way then you get the natural look, because half of the rock, pebble or rock, whatever you're doing, is underwater and half is above, and the liner's disappeared. The other way you can do it is raise this rock up higher than the back of it there. The water flow up to it, but don't flow over that side. And then fill this with gravel. That will look very nice as well. So you can do it several ways. Do it whatever way you want. As long as if you put a step like that, then you're going to hide the liner. The water's going to come up. That's what I've done with this wildlife pond. I'm going to show you in a minute. Get the phone off, go around and go show you some bits that I've done myself in the past. This pond do need filling up a bit. I haven't filled out for a long time, so it does need filling up a bit. So if you're going to do a waterfall, I'll do a little bit on a waterfall. Now, you would put the liner so it goes up to there, because there's no point carrying on this liner, because you're going to have plants and stuff like that up here. So you wouldn't carry on that liner whatsoever. Okay, you'll stop it there, the water will stop there, or the water will come across that rock like that, and across there. And as you can see, then you've got your pond. So that's how I would do it. Now, if you were doing a waterfall, you'd want the liner to go overlap a lot and as much as you can, because the water will splash and go out places. So if you kind of, I don't know how I would draw this really. So you'd have your waterfall like this, and your water flowing over, and you'll have your rocks to the side of it, and then you want your underlay, your liner, to go a lot further than that and build up rocks, because when your water flows down and it splashes on here, it's going to start coming out. So overdo it with the liner. But that's the kind of way I would do a natural looking pond, because you don't want to see the liner, and we all can't just put water in the ground because it just sinks through. Okay, so that's my little diagram. Hope you can see that. Hope you can see that's clear enough for you. What I'll do now, I'll take the phone off and I'll show you different ways of what I've done, how I've done it, and obviously I've got the Mind Your Own Business coming into mine as well now. But I'll turn you around. Right, there we go. Okay, right, so this is my wildlife pond. The reason it's a wildlife pond, I had goldfish in there. There's a newt there. There's a, I don't know if you can see the newt. If I go down here and move anyway. Here he is there. There's quite a few of them. They're all down in there. So there's where I've done pebbles. So you can see the water goes halfway across the pebble. Okay, sometimes I get the pebbles falling in and you've got to get them back out. But that gives a natural look to the pond. Okay, I do it with dry stone over there. There's dry stones there. That's where I've done a step in and it looks more natural. Okay, over here, if you're doing a wildlife pond, you want some sort of beach effect. So your wildlife can crawl in and out easy, especially the newts. If you've got something that's a bit like this in rocks, they might not get out. So you want them to be able to get out. So it's ideal to do a beach effect. And I've done one here as well. So they've got a couple of beach effects there. There's some more pebbles there. Same effect. All looks natural. Don't look as though there's liner there. And eventually your liner goes green as well. So it all adds to it. Now here, this is by pure accident. The plank called Mind Your Own Business is covered all the rocks. Now I don't like it covering all the rocks. I like to see rocks. So I might do something about that later on. But it does look nice. That view looks nice. I put up pictures recently. A lot of people's liked it and shared it. And I'm really grateful for that. So thank you for sharing it. So yeah, that's the same thing. There's the rocks there. It's got algae on. It looks really natural. I put some rocks over there. Now, if you do put rocks in your pond with liner, I get some liner and I fold it up and fold it up so it's quite thick. And then you could put polystyrene in if you want or something like that. But maybe, but that's just off the top of my head. But I just wrap up liner, fold it up like you're folding up a towel and put it under the rock. And that way then, don't put anything on top of the rock because you don't want to add weight to it. There's a waterfall over there. Now the liner goes way over the side of that waterfall. Even though it's just trickling out, I make sure it's covered. The water don't seep out somewhere because that will be your biggest problem. Let me see if I get closer a minute. And I'll shut up. Oh, careful, I think fall in. There we go. Okay, in there I've got a what I call a blade, but it's only a plastic blade. You can get them on Amazon. And they got a little tub in, and then they got the blade coming out. So that gives the natural flow coming out evenly. So that's that. That's how I would do my natural pond. Maybe I'll do a video on a floating decking. Maybe, I don't know. If you guys got anything, we'll go down to the other waterfalls now. If any of you guys wants to see me do a live on anything in my garden, let me know. You could message me or put it on the comments. I won't be able to reply to any of your comments while I'm doing this, but when I go and sit back down after, I'll reply to all your comments then. Okay, so let's go into the thick of it with the koi pond. I just walked through a spider web. So this is a waterfall. This is one of the waterfalls to the koi pond. So this is, I've got to make sure that this is absolutely perfect and it doesn't come out because I don't want to be losing water and lose the koi. Okay, so this is liner. I'll show you the liner. There we go. There's the liner there. Okay, it's raised up higher than the water level there. What I've done here is different to what I've done at the top. It's quite difficult to get the natural look. That looks good. You can see the pipe there, but if I stand up, you won't see that pipe. going up, you don't see the pipe, and there it looks natural. I'm only coming down on my knees, which you wouldn't see unless you come right over here. The only disappointing thing about this waterfall is I can't see it very well from the path, so when I'm over there you can't really see the waterfall as good as this. To get this effect, I explained to someone on Saturday about it, and he said, how do you get natural looking like this? The water's flowing really well, there's no seeping out the sides. Well, what I've done is I use this stuff. Okay, it's landscaping stuff. It's for fish ponds. It's safe for all ponds, waterfalls. It's expandable fill foam, just like you get that foam that you put in around your windows in buildings. But this is especially for ponds. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. I got that. But if you do buy this, you've got to buy the gun to go with it. I think they're around 20 quid when I've done it. You can see it's a bit messed up, this one. I got two. I give the other one to me son-in-law, the good one. But when you use it, when you use that gun, you've got to clean it out with this stuff. Foam gun cleaner. So you clean it out with that, and then you'd have to really let it dry out before you use it again. But yeah, that's what I've done. You squirt it all in the grooves, go down, leave it for a few days, then cut it all out, and it gives a natural look. And as you can see, the algae's grown on it really, and it's really good. And I've done it under the stones and around the stones all the way up through, like that. And that's the fit I get. I'll here show you further on down where it goes. It's very rare I come over here. I need to clean up. Okay, so that's the bigger waterfall. And then I go over here without falling in. I got one with a bit of a stream here. There's a stream going under there. I got some filter rocks in bags in there as well. This is the one I built first. This one hasn't got any foam in at all. There's just rocks laid on each other. It's very close to the liner as well. So it works and it doesn't leak. A nice relaxing sound of water. So there we go. Okay, so let's go on back up. Okay guys, so I hope that was useful. It's not a very long video. But I hope you get something out of that to help you create a natural looking pond in your garden, because that's what you want at the end of the day. You don't want to be seeing the liner. Oh, I didn't tell you about the pond down there, what I've done down there. What I've done is when I rebuilt it about 5 years ago, took the liner out, and my idea was to fiberglass it. So what I've done, I changed the way it was at the front to allow for the fiberglass. And what happened was the fiberglass was too expensive. I couldn't afford the fiberglass, but I've already changed the pond, so I went back to liner. But then I couldn't do the natural look because I built it for the fiberglass. So I kind of messed that one up a bit really, but it looks, I can get the water. I've got a little bit of the liner coming up the back of it, so I can take up a little bit on the rocks, but not like I've done here. So I was a little bit gutted about it, but it's one of those things that happens, but it still looks good. Okay guys, so that's that. Let me check my list. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, if there's anything you want me to video in the garden, anything you want to know about, I'll be happy to. I got to do the pruning the cloud trees. I'm still trying to find a tree. Hopefully I'll find one soon. But even if you want me to do a live, if you come here and do a live, if you want, if you've got something that you know about, and you want to come live with me on here, that's fine, we can do that. If you're into something like bonsais or acers, koi, then I'll be happy to. I do want to try to get out to see some gardens, but in a moment I ain't getting the time. It's been mad today. I haven't stopped. I've gone to work this morning, I come home, I've had lots of things to do. I've been in touch with a TV film director coming around here Thursday. I'll give you more information on that when I find out. I don't know if it's going to happen, but they're coming around to have a look, because I think it's for some sort of advert. So a filming company is going to do that. It's ongoing with the Japanese documentary. Don't know what's going to happen with that. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you get something out of these videos. Thanks for liking my stuff and sharing it. I really appreciate that. Hope you're getting something from it. I'm trying to mix it up a bit. I'm trying to put a different type of videos for all ages, for all kinds of people that got different ways of looking at things. Some likes music, some don't. Some likes dance music, some don't. So I try to cater for and try to put a new spin on gardening maybe. Well, anyway guys, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm done. I gotta go and water my bonsais. We're having good weather here in the west of England, and so I need to get the exports out. I water them every day, more or less anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do that, and enjoy your evening, and I'll see you next Tuesday, and thanks for watching.